Iyi n'Ensoko TV, uboroso bw'umugusi. Murigereria bw'Ensoko TV nk'okwani kurandonsi ya sore asumu basobona seri tukerigaria kano mutienyu gatano na rimo mwaka bw'echilifu ibere mirongo ibere na gatano na rimo nukugena kwani buna kwagendero bya seri tukorigima kurwa 12 cheke mambi gwekera boniga na inde cyaragere Chinsa Isano nebere cyabona mu baso engakiyuko yanyora ya senchira yo bwenge buna berega kwariganirwa eri kwenekia buna kwemanyore ayagenderete ayaetire na boigo ayarache kubwati atusange asubwamo ase umubasobona gwetera senchira yo mutandao o YouTube Ensoko TV mu basobone Riane Ishmael Mogere. Asomo chakano mu basobono bune nchire ya muyo gwikirania ganga ye wizara y'ekisemi wetera sekta y'ekiskuru cyuba bundi gose tivetsa yugo kinyo mu barwa basaya bange kwerikya se okonyora ubumanyi eri kwerika emirimo niko ritukuri rero muri kyo monena se sekta y'ekiskuru cyuba bundi Daktari Esther Muoria au miranire nabo bisabangao kurwase county ya Kisii neri ya Nyamireme y'eskuru ya mwagere yo bundi ya Kisii eri gosanga igoro yo mu rubiro babekire ase okoreta abasaya bange kwerikya se kikosi cya maboko imiti skuru au chubo bundi imeyorogongo ruagusi.
So we had to address some of those issues.
Yes, tusalimia madam.
What are you able to do cannot fail to find a job. But it's just speaking on theory.
Madam, I want to take this opportunity to welcome you and the team in this county. We have invited the entire county from Nyamira and Kisii so that you address and equip them with the necessary skills to ensure that they account for all our youth within our two counties. As we have discussed in our earlier meeting, it is noted that in Rift Valley, the teams, they are doing very well. That is from the counties up to the village level. Our neighbors, that is Kirisho, Bomet, Edinadi, we have been told that each elected chief, through the respective elders, are able to account for all their youth. And the enrollment in those neighboring counties are very high. They are over 90%. So we have been called upon by our CS education through our peers to emulate what has been done in our neighboring counties. Madam, they are equal to the task. They have done a lot, and we believe that in such engagement, they will be able to account for all the youths who are out there, so that they also enroll in these different institutions, irrespective of the grading. Every youth is expected to attend the nearby different institution, so that he learns skills and knowledge which will ensure that he will be able to support himself.
Mokonyi bumraiwe kiama kia Jubilee Dr. Fred Matiang'i ni gachakire bene taro yaye imie county ya Meru erigo sangana bamenyi bensemeyo. Matiang'i ni gamuchire serikali asobutumikio bobe bwechibesa asogwikarania aria ataria yengencho na gotiga magega ayo arengete omwananchi na boigo aganirwe ikiraniwa bunenchire ya muyo kurwa bokoreri uchiasaba Kenya.
Kama vile mnajua tuko na mkataba kati ya chama cha Jubilee na chama cha PNU kufanya kazi pamoja. Na kwa huo mkataba tuko na makubaliano ya kwamba candidate wetu wa hivi vyama viwili wa kiti ya rais ni Dr. Fred Matiang'i. Ingawa hivyo pia sisi ni members wa ule muungano wa upinzani ambao unaitwa United Opposition, ambapo pia mazungumzo yanaendelea tuweze kuwa na utaratibu wa kuchagua candidate mmoja wa kugombania kiti ya urais ambaye ataweza kushindana na wale wa upande ule mwingine. Kwa hivyo hayo mazungumzo yanaendelea, maafikiano yanaendelea. Wakati itakubaliano mtaweza kujua.
But to say in brief, I'm very very grateful. Mimi nashukuru Mwenyezi Mungu nimepata nafasi kuja hapa Meru leo kukutana na wenzetu hapa, viongozi wa PNU, wazee na viongozi na akina mama na vijana mashinani katika Meru, ili kueneza urafiki wetu na uhusiano wetu na viongozi wa pande hii ya jamhuri yetu tukufu ya Kenya. Mjadala kuhusu uongozi wa nchi yetu unaendelea, na mwaka ujao majaliwa ya Mwenyezi Mungu tutaenda kupiga kura. So we are here partly on a listening tour to listen to the people. Unajua huwezi kuuliza kura kwa view sasa. Eti unaambia watu unawaonea view sasa. Lazima usikize watu, uelewe mipango yao, matakwa yao, mahitaji yao na vile wao wenyewe wanataka tuendeshe nchi yetu. And that is why I'm very very grateful to be here. There are so many things going on here today, and I am happy that we are going to have an opportunity to discuss some of them. Some of them are things which we have taken a very strong position on. For instance, I want to tell you this, and even when we are engaged in this political debate and whatever we are doing here, as always, I will insist, tutakuwa na mjadala wa heshima, bila matusi, bila kitu chochote, kuongea tu na wananchi na kusema maneno vile yako na ukweli vile ulivyo. Mambo mengine mengi ambayo yanafanywa na serikali, hata ukiangalia pande hii ya Meru, like now taking part of Mount Kenya Forest hapa Meru kujenga State House, mambo ya kushangaza sana. I would like to ask, for example, His Excellency, our President and the government of the day. It's very simple. I'll advise them, use that money that you are going to build a State House in building an ultra-modern military training facility to create a buffer zone between Isiolo and Meru to protect our people who are attacked every day and the card rustling that is going on there.
Asensemo yende chingakia bange bagenderete kwamereria omurubiri obwo kwagacha ensemo yokugacha barwaire ba Ebola eri bagendera konyora obwo bweni ensemo ya Laikipia nige gatie babunge meyense besokire na kaboma micha no murubiri oyo gwetera ase chinkwane chabo ase bungenene omuche no yo Nairobi.
And direct to the point, I have listened to the CS and there is actually no space in his speech about the view of Kenyans. I'm yet to meet one single Kenyan who is in support of having this quarantine in Kenya, Honorable Speaker. And it is important for the government to know that the government exists for the welfare of Kenyans. And Kenyans know when their space is being cropped, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the US budget in terms of health is 860 times ours. Their technology is better in all respects, including biotech, Honorable Speaker. They have better capacity to handle these kind of issues than Kenya. Honorable Speaker, while the CS is here, I would request him. Kenyans have spoken in one voice. We do not want that facility of Ebola here in Kenya. Please listen to the Kenyan voices. And Honorable Speaker, as the CS is here, the CS should actually bite himself and the obligations to what the Kenyans are looking forward to. Lastly, Honorable Speaker, in terms of the fragility of our health sector, and also listening to some officials from the US proclaiming clearly that they do not want any case of Ebola in their country, how reckless would the government be in doing exactly the same that which the country that is the US do not want in their soil? As Kenyans, we refuse. The government must listen to Kenyans and desist from having this quarantine in Kenya.
Ndio, Ebola na kujitayarisha ni kitu kizuri sana, kwa sababu hawa ni majirani zetu, wengine wanatuuzia kahawa umumu, wengine wanafanya nini, lakini iwe ni kama kukinga wa Kenya peke yake, waziri. Lakini waziri, ikiwa, na mimi nataka niwaambie hata wale wabunge walikuwa hapa, kwa sababu inasemekana hiyo ilipita hapa bunge hapa, na Ndindi Nyoro ulikuwa hapa kwa hii bunge. Kwa hiyo ni vitu ambavyo mngeweza kukataa wakati ule, ili isiweze kupita mumpatie rais wakati mgumu. Waziri, mimi napenda kusema tu, kama Mwamerika amekataa kule kwake, hapa Kenya tukubali, na nasikia katika counties 20 ambao walikuwa wamekubali, Mombasa ilikuwa moja wao. Kama mama Mombasa, sitaki kuona mzungu kule anatibiwa Ebola. Iwe kama itajengwa ni ya kuangalia watu wetu peke yake. Waziri, sisi ni kitu kizuri na tuna support kama tuwe na preparedness, manake sisi ni majirani, huwezi jua, na wanasema ina spray na unyevunyevu.
Abamenyete no barema imeyense nigo baruro kubore guchiase serikali ko bainyura asokwene kebuna ko bwatirani go bari ase amangana au yengincho ase nkwana yabo nigo barura amangana ikomya yibaganitie aikirani wene serikali korengana neri chiko bunenchira yemo yogosira. Abamenyete no barema
walemavu power. Further, assistive technologies must be fully integrated, coupled with laws to combat discriminatory language, cyberbullying, and body shaming. Yes. Education reform must focus on strengthening inclusive education and training, and that of provision of free sanitary products for persons with disability. Number 8, we recognize the promulgation of the new Persons Disability Act 2025, National Disability Policy, and the ratification of African Disability Protocol. We hereby demand their full implementation, and in particular, the development of the regulation for the implementation of the Persons Disability Act 2025.
We call for all of the society approach, WASA, in eliminating stigma and discrimination. We further call for economic empowerment and full participation at all levels of society. This is not charity, it is justice, dignity, and respect for us all. We urge civil society organization, the private sector, and communities to collaborate in implementing these policies and programs. Walemavu oye! In conclusion, we here make the following in reducible minimum as our 2027 agenda. Yes. Number 1, appointment of more persons with disability into key leadership positions, including cabinet secretaries, principal secretaries, to ensure our voice is represented at the highest level of decision making. Number 2, accurate and up-to-date data collection on persons with disability to improve planning and budget, addressing gaps identified in 2019 census. 3, reservation of 5% employment opportunities for persons with disability across all levels of government and public institutions. Walemavu oye!
Chingaki okuboria kwa batwerero no marembe kwendrete kuruwegwa mono chingaki okurobekana kugoche gwakorekana imense nigo Moses Kuria aruru kubore gochia sorogongro Mount Kenya kwenekyo morembe no batwerero mono buna chinsemo chindie Kuria nigamochiria baraigete kurwa sorogongro Mount Kenya abubago tumekwa senchira itaringia wekirani chibura burwa sorogongorwo abwase nibo egocha yasariwa.
The only region that has been engaged in violence in the recent past is only Mount Kenya region. That's a fact. The figures are there. Western Kenya was peaceful. Kisumu was peaceful. Mombasa was largely peaceful. This patch from Kitengera, Githurai, all that way going up to Mount Kenya region. In the recent demonstration, I was coming from Nyahururu. 36 road stops from Nyahururu to Gilgil. 36 roadblocks in one stretch of a road. And I'm saying that is not equitable. That's not equity. Why can't other regions also bear the brunt? Why only my region? Why? I dare ask why. And we're not going to sit back and watch someone destroy our region. That one, I vehemently say no. You know very well, the Honorable Rigathi Gachagua stands impeached. He cannot vie even for the captain of Kenyaga Boys where he went to school. And so therefore, I do not see why my region has suffered violence in the past when we did not have a presidential, when we had a presidential candidate. Again, we suffer now for Kalonzo Musyoka. Let Kalonzo Musyoka ban Machakos. Let him ban Kitui. Let him ban Wote. Let Matiang'i ban Kisii. Why is Rigathi Gachagua carrying the burden for all these people? And you know what? The reason I am adamant with my political position, some of those people, he's calling his colleagues, are talking to us, wanting to join our government, wanting to form a coalition with us. Why would I go to them only to come back to government? That's a very wrong route to take. I don't need to go to Kalonzo, then Kalonzo comes and makes a deal with William Ruto. I want to go to Matiang'i, and then Matiang'i comes and makes a deal with William Ruto. Why would I waste my fare to go to Kalonzo, then back to government? To go to Matiang'i, and then back to government? Because these people are talking to us, and they want to join government. So I want to tell my people, the people of Mount Kenya region, be wise, be wise. Let us not destroy our country. Machakos, we do not have a better proposition in our DNA to do demonstrations in Githurai more than Machakos people can do it. If Kalonzo Musyoka wants to be president, let him start. He should start in Saikuru, start in Mwingi. Why does my region always have to pay the price? But I want to ask the international community to be on the lookout. I'm very happy that the DCP party has said that if there is any violence on the upcoming event, it's not from their people.
Biamano soko choren soko TV oburusubo mugusina boye kubwatia mayase nchera yo wenge Chinsa Isano nebere chiabono mubaso no wikira buno to wikira omwere Chinsa 10 ense ya moni Chinsa 3 chabutko no chia kumanyiwa amange unagendereta wikase MS ito asumubaso obono gendra otengere 20 yatigera seri tkorigima wika anche 12 wika isato nenuso chi Afrika ya mucha cheke mambi Eliane Ishmael Mogere.
Eye Nen Soko TV.